Dear friends, good evening. As for today's class, these days we have been discussing conversations, what all words we need to use in what all situations. This is what we have been discussing, and we will continue with that. When it comes to buying things between the seller and the buyer, who wins, or rather who is going to win? It is the one who is going to convince the other. Generally, the buyer is on the losing side, but still, if he can reasonably talk to the seller and convince him, definitely he is going to reduce the price. Not everywhere. In most places, the prices are fixed. There, of course, you will have to shut your mouth and buy at the price mentioned. You cannot negotiate or bargain. Wherever negotiations are possible, and you can, but you should be able to convince the other person. Reason with him. Make him understand your position. Okay, now let us see what all words you can use while buying things. Supposing you are going to buy some oranges or apples from a pushcart vendor. Okay, you see the fruits and they are fresh, and you are convinced they are not stale or rotten. You tell him, you ask him about the price, and then if you feel that the prices are reasonable, then you can tell him, pick out the big ones please. I don't want the small ones. Pick out the big ones please. It matters a lot, please. In conversations, in fact, I told you yesterday, please, sorry, thank you, excuse me, and so on. These words are not only devoted to buying. In all situations in life, these 4 words play a crucial role. Look at the next one. Anything by that matter, anything for that matter, I have just mentioned belts. I don't suppose you have anything cheaper. Seems to be expensive. I can't afford. Do you have anything? There are many ways of putting it across. I don't suppose you have anything cheaper. Do you have it? Look at the next one. Maybe your friend is also standing beside you. Maybe you are looking for a shirt, and there are a few shirts, spread on the table or desk or whatever. You ask your friend, which of these would suit me better? Which of these would suit me better? If you are going to ask the salesman, he is going to say, everything would suit you better. That's his business. That's what he is expected to do. Whereas your friend will tell you, this checked one will suit you better. Different minds think differently. That is why when you are confused about something, it would be better to ask or to seek the opinions of the other people. But the decision you should only take. But you can go about asking for suggestions from your friends. Look at the next one. Have you got a bigger size? This seems to be too big. One size less. Have you got a lighter color? Some people, in fact, preferably, personally speaking, I prefer darker colors. Some people, of course, they prefer only lighter colors. Have you got a lighter color? Have you got this one in any other color? dark blue, navy blue, purple, red, okay, so on. Have you got this one in any other color? Any checked shirts or striped? Any checked shirts or striped shirts? 400 rupees. 400 rupees these days only if you get to approach a seller on the platform. Okay, he might, there are shirts even now for 200 rupees or 300 rupees. With one wash, the color runs and you don't feel like wearing it the next time. So if you go to branded ones like Venus in Peter England, okay, all these are about 1,600, Venus in and all about 2,500 rupees. Okay. Okay, it's a little expensive. I can't afford. Please. Learn to use the word please every now and then. Okay. He will feel obliged. He will feel obliged. Look at the next one. I have come up with a few while buying things. There are plenty of other expressions. I don't say that you are going to use only these. This is just to give you some examples. Look at the next one, expressing uncertainty. When you are not sure about something, when you are not convinced about something, how are you supposed to express yourself? I am certainty, expressing certainty. I am sure, I am doubly sure. I am as sure as you are. Without doubt, personally speaking, I can't speak on behalf of other people. Personally speaking, without doubt, he is right. So you should use the word personally speaking because the other people may have certain doubts. They may not feel, agree with you. They may not agree with you. Without doubt, he is right. I am convinced that we can't trust him. After all these, this is not the first time. After all these, I had a friend. Okay, after all these, we can't trust him. And he was working along with me. Very difficult to trust him. I am absolutely sure about the one that he is the one who did it. I am absolutely sure that he is the one who did it. I am absolutely certain. See, certain words are sure, without a doubt, convinced, and certain. Obviously, it goes without saying. So these are certain expressions. It goes without saying. I am absolutely sure or certain that he is the one who did it. So, I am sure, without a doubt, I am convinced, absolutely sure, I am certain, obviously, goes without saying. All these words you can use. Okay. And see, unlike the grammar, these things I can only run through. I can just read out. If it were to be grammar, I can give more examples, give you the needed or the necessary explanation, but there is nothing much to explain. Okay, I have no doubt about it. I have no doubt about it. There is a mistake. I have no doubt about it. It's not it, no doubt about it. I am quite positive about it. See, another word. I am quite positive about it. So we have discussed a few expressions to express your certainty. Certainty. Sure, without a doubt, convinced, absolutely sure, certain, obviously, it goes without saying, and I am quite positive about it. Quite positive about it. Okay. expressing uncertainty, just the opposite. Just the opposite. So I have just come up with only one or two, and otherwise you just use the opposite ones, it becomes all right. I am in two minds. Beautiful expression. Beautiful expression. I am in two minds. I am quite undecided. I am quite undecided. I don't know which one to choose. Whether to choose this or that. I don't know. I am in a fix. These are all certain expressions. These are all certain expressions. I am in a fix. Whether to accept it or not. Okay. So I have come up with just one line or so. The rest, of course, you can use just opposite here. I am undecided about it. Okay. I don't know whether to take it or not. I am in a fix meaning I am in two minds. I am in a fix. Okay, we have discussed. Actually, I can come up with a few more for want of space. The board is a little small, so want of space very difficult. We will discuss the new situations in the next class tomorrow. Thank you so much for listening to me. If it is useful, please subscribe to it and don't forget to share it with your friends. Thank you so much.